you also should know, Roma and I do not do business at home. Our home's called The Sanctuary. And, you know, for us to choose to do a press thing here is like huge for us, personally as a family. But truly, we've gotten so close with all these guys, and it really has become like a family on The Voice. Everyone gets along so well. It's great fun. And that was what made us agree to open our home up. And we want to welcome all of you to our home.
And thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
As you know, we're in the middle of shooting season 3 of The Voice. And you may have heard rumors there are some changes in the format, which we'll deal with today completely. We've had a great time. We were there today shooting a whole nother element today. The show is more fun than ever. I think better talent than ever. And these guys are on their A game. It's been really, really great fun, which is making these long shoot days much easier when the coaches are having a great time together, even though they're competitive.
Yeah, we want to thank Mark and Roma for having us out here. When I first met Mark, he actually referred to his house as a sanctuary, and I didn't know what he was talking about. And I interviewed him for my late night show, and he invited us to come out here to do it. So we appreciate you guys having us here. You know, season 1, people thought we were crazy for going to NBC with an idea for another singing competition show. And we had great success season 1, even better success season 2 coming off the Super Bowl. And here we are in the middle of season 3. And I think we really just, you're catching us shooting. We've shot 13 hours of TV in the last 7 days, which is a lot, especially for our 4 coaches, 4 of the biggest names in music who have very busy schedules. And we've shot a lot. And you're catching us kind of like having a couple drinks and like it's an after party. But we've had a great weekend of shooting. And I think we're hitting...
We're not used to actually having to work. That's what it is, actually.
We worked a lot last couple
days. Oh, my God, we worked 13 hours this week. Oh, my God.
Well, it's 13 hours of network television, which is, by any standards, a full season for some people.
Yes.
But you're catching us on a real uptick, and it's been, there's been a few changes to season 3.
Couple twists and turns.
We feel blessed to have been the only singing competition this year nominated for an Emmy. Obviously, with that, we certainly don't want to mess.
Yes. That's very important.
Awesome.
And we're humbled by that. Obviously, we don't want to mess with the DNA of the show because it's working. But I think in post-mortem and looking back at season 1 and season 2 with a new format that we felt was a fresh new take on what was already working, we implemented a couple new things, new twists and turns along the way with the interplay, which we love from our coaches when they're keeping an eye on each other's teams. And I think you'll see a little bit of that.
This is, I think, the most fun we've ever had doing the show. I feel like our chemistry is just as human beings, all 4 of us, all 5 of us, Carson.
Thank you.
6, 7.
Hi.
But out there in the chairs, though, I think that our chemistry is better than it's ever been. And because our chemistry is so good, I think the show is as good as it's ever been.
I've gotten that a lot with you guys, especially when we've done the interviews together, and you get to see how much fun everyone has. Yeah. We've done these great, I asked them to do impressions of each other. They're pretty on point, all of them, but there's a lot of fun that's filled, especially with even the digital media that we've done together even this year. So
that's right,
yeah,
it's fun.
Provide everybody with a little of everything.
I think there's a point in any show, whether it's scripted or unscripted or reality, where the principals and I mean, really, it's really much the conversation to be there. I was at the Critics' Choice Awards. I was the only one there in the audience. And The Voice was nominated, and we won. And I was like, you know, I told Mark, I said, listen, I'm going to go because we should be, I want someone to be there in the room if they have a camera shot. Like, we should be represented. It's such an incredible thing. And we won, and I really wasn't prepared at all to give a speech. And I went up in front of, you know, our peers and took the award from the critics, which is an incredible honor to get for this show. And
thank you.
Yeah.
They concur.
Mark's got a great house. But yeah, this is a special group, and it's a good point. Christina Milian does a great job. Social networking was a really important component with this format that we noticed when we first saw it in. Where did we first see that? In Holland. And what they did really well there when Twitter and Facebook were really blowing up was that they offered in prime time a space for that with users. And I think we embraced that. And Christina's done a great job in offering our viewers a deeper experience into The Voice, whether it's the artists or their families or our coaches. And that's been a big part of it too. So you've done really just a great job with that. But yeah, to mirror Adam's point, you're just catching us on a good season 3. It just feels good.
It really does.
Yeah, also,